Augusta State last week.
We are underway here in the English E. Jones Center in Pembroke, North Carolina, home of UNCP Braves.
North Georgia wins the tip-off.
North Georgia sitting 13-11 on the season, 8-6 in the Peach Belt Conference. Shot from the outside, nice. It's going to be by number 33, Bernard Rimmer. Rimmer, a 6'8 senior from Grenada, Mississippi. Looks like North Georgia's got some height on their squad.
The up and in.
It's too easy for Hargrove.
Count it. He's coming off a big game.
Too easy. North Georgia definitely playing with some height. Number 40, Andrew Bennon, another big senior, sitting at 6'10". 6'8", 6'10", 6'10", 6'7". Seen some big guys on this North Georgia squad.
They must have drank their milk as kids.
They did. They had their Wheaties.
Hargrove at the line for the bonus. Knocks it down.
Tie ball game just like that. 3-3 here early in the first half. UNCP sitting in a large full court zone press here. There's a deep three ball right there by number 14, Carl Taylor.
And it goes.
And that's two quick three balls from the North Georgia Saints, just like that. There's a steal.
Turnover for the Braves. Brandon Thomas forced that pass.
Looking inside, a nice finish right there by Bennett. Like I just mentioned, Bennett, a big senior, 6'10", from Coventry, England. A little out-of-state recruiting going on there for Coach Chris Faulkner of the Saints. Another steal for North Georgia, breakaway.
And Jamel Brackett with a coast-to-coast block. That's something you see LeBron do.
Big block right there by the freshman, Jamel Brackett.
Hargrove pulls up for three. Off the mark. Blakeney comes down with the offensive board. Nice dish. Ball knocked away.
North Georgia comes up with it now, pushing it up the sideline.
So far, a good start.
Kendall Butler kicks it out.
Another three-pointer.
And Rimmer nails that. That's his second three ball here in about a minute and a half.
They're coming out of the gates hot.
11-3, big lead here for the Saints. Saints sitting in a man-to-man defense. Rimmer's on Thomas. Here's Thomas down low. Forced up shot there. Thomas comes off limping.
Might have rolled an ankle.
And another three ball right there by number 10, Tyler Norman. That's 4 3-pointers for North Georgia right now. They came to play tonight.
It looks to be that way. And Coach Miller is going to want to take a timeout.
You got to take a timeout. It's 14-3.
One shot?
Maybe.
Maybe, and that's being generous.
Here's Heath now. He's guarded by Taylor. Back up to Blakeney, back around to Heath, looking for Thomas inside. He's got position, turnaround, got it.
And that's his move. That's his bread and butter right there.
He loves that turnaround right there, inside or outside the block there. There's Bennett looking inside, steal by Thomas though.
Good defensive pressure there.
Heath kicks it up, out to Brackett on the wing now. Brackett pulls on the line, short.
Just short.
Rebound, North Georgia. Tyler Norman, number 10, running the offense for the North Georgia Saints. Tyler Norman, not the biggest cat on the court. It says he's stocked here at 6 foot on the roster, but he looks shorter than 6 foot.
I'll give him 5'11".
5'10", I'd give him, but hey, he's next to some big guys.
We're just feeling nice today.
Norman might be calling his own number here to get a ball screen from Bennett. Doesn't get it.
Well, that's something you don't see every day. Fans painted in the student section.
They did that against Augusta State though, and I'm liking the camaraderie going on here. Tyler Bennett gets their second bucket of the game. Number 40 for North Georgia. 16-5, biggest lead of the day here for the Saints. North Georgia just came out with a lot more fire than the Braves. Braves seem to kind of came out a little chill, almost too chill.
They might have overlooked just a tad.
Number 23, Kedrick Coleman, sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check in. for the Saints. There's a post pass down low inside to Thomas.
Brandon Thomas gets the 2-point lay-in.
Thomas is going to be a big factor this game, definitely. Thomas has got 4 of the Braves' 7 points. Here's Butler now up top, swings it over to Norman. Norman in the corner to Rimmer. Rimmer drives, cut off though. Hand off to Butler. Butler drives, fade away, got it off the glass. It's a good shot right there by number 2, Kendall Butler.
Yet to miss.
Yet to miss. Butler, a 6'4" senior from Atlanta, Georgia. Now he's listed at 6'4".
Brandon Thomas.
Nice pass down low right there to Thomas.
Yeah.
Butler's listed at 6'4", and the point guard Norman's listed at 6 foot. Butler looks a lot bigger than Norman.
I think their rulers were off a few inches.
I don't know, them North Georgia rulers. Butler from the outside.
And they finally miss a shot.
Rebound.
Blakeney pulls down the rebound.
Here's Brackett, nice. Oh, looking for Brandon Thomas running the middle of the floor there on the breakaway, and he's going to get a kickball.
Looks like we got Mike Robinson, KJ
Cooper, yeah.
Taylor Huckel checking into them.
Here's Heath now in the corner. He's going to bring it up top, set up some offense here for the Braves. Outside to Huckel on the wing. Huckel goes baseline, and that's going to be a blocking foul.
Is he going to get 2 shots?
I think they're going to call it on the floor.
On the floor.
Heath is going to take the ball out here for the Braves. Mike Robinson new into the game, as well as Cooper and Huckel. Hargrove tries to go baseline. Number 24 for North Georgia, Reed Buck, cuts him off. Good defense by the Saints there. Buck, a 6'5" freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Here's Norman for North Georgia setting up the offense here. Braves still in a full court man here. Norman's got Cooper on him. Hargrove's on Buck. There's Norman from the right wing.
3-pointer off the mark. Hargrove almost comes up with a rebound. Taylor Huckel comes up with a block. And the rebound after a couple of misses by North Georgia.
Inside to Robinson. Robinson takes it and he gets blocked.
And that's something you want to avoid.
Mike Robinson's not going to back down, though. He's going to keep taking it to the basket.
Pistol Pete Egley's checking into the ball game.
And Tyler Eagley, our trigger shooter for the UNCP Braves.
Tyler
Maravich, as we like to call him. Big shout out to Papa Eagley out there. I know you're watching.
Listening,
the whole thing. Back of the iron by Eagley there. Almost got it to fall. 18-9 still. North Georgia on top. Tyler Norman's being guarded pretty good there by Cooper. Inside, Mike Robinson hits it away there. Good defense by Robinson.
very good, very good. Just got to watch out, though. They'll call that for a foul anytime. Ball's
going to stay here with North Georgia. UNCP sitting in a man here on this inbounds. Good defense right there. They have to lob it up top.
Resetting the play here.
13 on the shot clock. Norman gets double teamed, trying to find somebody, having trouble. Finally gets it to somebody. Down low.
Tyler comes up with a good defensive play. We're going to have a jump ball.
Looks like it was off a hustle play there. Barely got it up off the glass.
A very good play by an undersized Egley there. He went up against a bigger man and
came away with the board.
He said, "You're not getting that on me."
13-18 left to go here in the first half. North Georgia on top still 18-9. UNCP, you got to get something going here. Maybe a 3-ball would be nice. Eagley in the game. Over to Heath now. Heath looking inside to Robinson. Robinson gets the ball
stripped away
from him. Now North Georgia on the break.
3-point bucket off the mark. KJ Cooper comes up with a rebound. He's going to...
That was Carl Taylor with the miss there on the outside.
Tyler Egley for 3.
Eagley from the corner, in and out.
Get it. And little miscommunication there as two UNCP
Same team right there. Taylor Hukel and Mike Robinson both going up for the rebound.
Knock it out of bounds.
In and out shot there in the corner by Eagley, though. He'll get another one of them, and he ain't going to miss another. I got a man here. North Georgia gets it in bounds. Butler's going to run the offense now. Shamel Brackett guarding Norman pretty well, not letting him get it. Excuse me, that's Taylor, actually, not Butler. Norman's going to drive into the lane, throw up a left, and he gets it off the glass.
Circus shot. Good
left hand right there by number 10, Tyler Norman. Norman, a 6-foot sophomore for Cleveland, Georgia. Here's KJ Cooper up top now.
Georgia.
So yeah, that's a new
check
one.
That place up. Ball almost stripped away there.
Scramble on the floor. Norman comes away with it. That's going to be a jump ball.
And the North Georgia coach wanted a foul.
Substitutions coming in here for both teams. Brandon Thomas is back into the game, as well as number 33, Bernard Rimmer, number 21, Chase Anderson. Thomas is going to come in for number 40, Mike Robinson, for the Braves. 20-9, North Georgia sitting pretty steady on this 11-point lead here. UNCP not backing down, still in a full-court man, half-court man. They're still sticking in that man defense.
A lot of ball game left.
12-12 left to go here in the first half. Kind of sad. This is going to be the last one there, Braves Nation leader.
I know. Braves are in the mentality. Win and you're in.
Win and you're in.
Trying to make the postseason tournament.
It's going to be a turnover for North Georgia here. UNCP ball. UNCP's got to get some productivity coming up here in this possession. KJ Cooper's going to run the point now. Brackett on the court, however. KJ Cooper's going to bring the ball up. He swings to the Brackett now on the right wing. Goes right by number 21 and gets it high off the glass by a big 6'8" North Georgia player.
He needs to get it started.
Drove right by Chase Anderson there by North Georgia. 20-11 now.
They do have the speed to match.
There's Rimmer. That's off. Buck comes away with the board. Chase Anderson thought about it. Back to Taylor now. Taylor, jab step, nothing. That's tip, though. Bennett in the right place at the right time and gets the layup. Things just not going the Braves' way here early in this first half. Almost halfway through here. 11-10 to go in the first half. 22-11, North Georgia still on top. Almost a steal right there by North Georgia. Brackett comes away with it.
Can't get careless.
Pump fake by Hukel. And
almost gets it. Brandon Thomas comes up with an offensive rebound.
And the end right there.
And that's going to get Braves Nation fired up.
22-13. Brandon Thomas looking for a three-point play here. That might have been the first raindrop I've seen Taylor Hukel miss.
That was a little bit further out.
Yeah, that was about between the about a 17-footer there, 16-footer. 22-13. Thomas looking for the three-point play. A couple subs come in for North Georgia. Number 11, Pat Moynihan is how I'm going to pronounce it. And number 2, Kendall Butler.
I'm just not going to try.
Both players from Atlanta, Georgia. Thomas is going to be a big factor tonight. He's got to get inside, get good post position. If not making the shot, get to the line. They need him very much so tonight. 10:54 here left to go in the first half. And can't get the free throw to fall. 22-13 here. Anderson bringing the ball up. He's guarded by Brackett. Almost a steal right there by Cooper. Butler inside to Bennett.
And they're going to get Brandon Thomas for a reach.
Yep. Fortunately, that's Brandon Thomas' first foul, and you can't really be too mad at him. First foul halfway through the first half. He's only getting his first. So KJ Cooper, Taylor Hukel, Tyler Eagley check out for the Braves as Blakeney, Hargrove,
and Marcus
and Heath come in the game.
The Terminator Heath.
Terminator. Brackett's going to be on Anderson. Big shot right there from the right wing. That's off.
And we got a push off.
That shot was by the lefty, number 11, Moynihan.
Bernard Rimmer picks up the offensive foul.
UNCP just got a slow offense here in this first half. Not doing much. It's going to be a low-scoring first half, I got a feeling. Looks like they're playing just a little bit relaxed, a little too relaxed. Here's Hargrove now. Here's Heath from the right wing.
Three. It's going to be off.
North Georgia comes away with the breakaway, with the rebound here on the breakaway. Anderson's guarded by Thomas here. Finds Rimmer over to Butler now in the corner.
Rebounding is definitely against the Braves right now.
North Georgia running some really good passing right now. That's off by Rimmer. Rebound, Marcus Heath. North Georgia executing some good passing here, good ball movement, and really finding the open man.
Hargrove pulls up for three.
In the corner, that's off.
The mark, front rims it.
UNCP really needs to kind of take notes here from North Georgia's offense. They look like they're getting a lot of good ball movement, finding the open man, penetrating, kick out.
Or just switch jerseys for a couple minutes.
We can do that, right?
Yeah,
sure.
Why not? Win in Rome, right? Or Pembroke.
Win in Pembroke. Rimmer with a fadeaway 15-footer gets it. I don't think that ball touched the rim. It might have just been on nylon.
It might not have just touched anything.
24-13 now. North Georgia still on top. Hargrove trying to look inside. Looked like that was to Brackett. Brackett didn't even see it coming. Substitution here for North Georgia. Number 23, Keldrick Coleman, and number 10, Tyler Norman, checked back in for the Saints about a week or two ago. And just can't seem to get in rhythm here against the Saints in North Georgia here. A little over halfway into this first half. 8:50 left in the ball game. UNCP still sitting in that man. Anderson about falls over, kicks it out to Rimmer. That's off. Big offensive board right there.
And Marcus Heath comes up with a block.
And that's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Hargrove.
His first.
Well, on the positive side here, nobody's in foul trouble. It could be a lot worse. We could be down, and we could be in foul trouble.
The foul advantage is actually towards Pembroke, 4-2 right now. Team-wise.
Team-wise. As Keldrick Coleman sinks the first. Coleman is 6'3", junior forward from Gainesville, Georgia. Now, Gainesville, Georgia, Gainesville, Florida, Cleveland, Georgia, Cleveland, Ohio. Why can't Georgia just pick their own cities? You know what I'm saying? Why they got to copy other states?
I don't get it.
I mean, Atlanta may be their only original city. You never know.
Of course, Pembroke's in both of those states.
There's a Pembroke in Georgia?
There's a Pembroke in Georgia.
What do you know? You learn something every day.
There's a Pembroke in Florida.
Hargrove drives the baseline, up and under. Partially blocked right there by Coleman.
That would have been a nice little turnaround jam had he connected with it.
Here's Norman driving. That's off. Brackett comes away with the rebound. 8:03 left to go. 26-13. Big lead here for the Saints. Brackett drives coast to coast. Gets the foul. That's going to be a charge. Offensive foul right there on Brackett. As number 2, Kendall Butler takes the charge. Smart play there by Butler.
And things are just not going Pembroke's way right now.
I agree. 13-point lead here for the Saints. Very, very quiet first half going on right now for the Braves. Brackett's guarding number 10, Tyler Norman, full court here. Trying not to let him get the ball. Norman, a big playmaker. Ooh, big
George
block right
says,
there.
If you're going to take that much time, I'm going to put it back in your face.
Big block right there.
Brandon Thomas, nice dish from Brackett.
I like that possession.
And the big man is hyped. Baby Shaq.
Was that 23 right there for North Georgia?
It might have been.
I think it was number 23, Keldrick Coleman. Got a nice
wide open pass.
It looked like Thomas may have been fronting him and got a lob over the top. Coleman got the pump fake and then went up again, and Blakeney came in behind and just blocked it, thrashed it.
He took a good 5 seconds to put the ball up.
That was about a 5-second hesitation on that pump fake.
He was about 5 feet away from him.
Big block right there by Blakeney. 26-15 now. UNCP gets on the board here in about the last 4 or 5 minutes as Thomas had a layup down low now. North Georgia sitting back in a zone defense. It looks like a 3-2.
Three-pointer short.
That's off the front of the iron by Brackett. 6:54 here left to go in the first half. North Georgia started out really hot in that first half. Have kind of sizzled down here. Looks like they kind of got a little lazy here. Both teams are actually a little calm here.
Little cool off here. Ball knocked out of bounds by Pembroke. It's going to stay on North Georgia's side. 23 left on the shot clock.
Number 35, Taylor Huckel, checks into the ball game for number 50, Brandon Thomas. UNCP sending in a man defense here on this inbounds. Norman's trying to set up something here for the Braves or for the Saints offense. Gets a ball screen from Coleman. Big shot right there from the left wing by Reed Buck. He can't get it to fall.
With a rebound.
Here's Brackett now on the right wing. Swings it to Huckel. Huckel, pump fake. Drives into the paint.
Another teardrop miss, but he gets his own rebound.
And he gets fouled. He's going to go to the line. Huckel put up a nice pump fake, got into the lane, put up a shot, got his own board, and got to the free throw line. Productive little rally right there for Huckel. See if he can knock these two down. Maybe make this deficit a little smaller. It's an 11-point lead right now. Number 25, Tyler Eagling. Number 20, KJ Cooper at the scores table. And surprisingly, the fire alarm has went off here in the English E. Jones Center.
Has Pembroke gotten that hot?
I didn't think we were that hot right now.
Or is somebody playing a joke?
The buzzard went off right as Taylor Huckel shot the free throw, and he still got it to fall. That might have shook me a little bit if it was me. It's been pulled somewhere. I don't know. You think that was a strategy maybe to get North Georgia out of their rhythm? What do you think? I mean, they're up by what? Up by 10?
It might have been some knucklehead.
That's the first time I've ever seen that happen here in the English E. Jones Center.
Absolutely.
26-16. Huckel's at the line right now. He's got one more shot to take, but they're going to try to cut this off before he gets back on the line.
And the band wants to start playing, which is a no-no. I didn't hear what they just said over the PA.
The band started to play, but they got shut down pretty fast, so I don't know what's going on right here.
I mean, the fire alarm's probably sounding better.
26-16, North Georgia on top by 10 here. 6:20 left to go in the ball game as the band starts back up again. Maybe they'll get it off. Maybe they won't. We're going to take a quick break here in between. We'll be right back with more Braves basketball.
We'll check you out. Sorry for that short delay, but it looks like that was just a mishap on Pembroke's part. Taylor Huckel's going to go back to the line to finish his free throws.
Trying to knock down the second one, hopefully without a buzzer beater effect. And he hits the second one. Huckel's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. 26-17, 6:20 left to go here in the first half. UNCP has narrowed it to a 9-point deficit here. Still in a full court man.
No quit.
Actually they're in a zone now, a high zone.
Should be a 3-2. 2-3.
Good ball movement by the Saints. Inside. Off the glass. Big rebound by Huckel there. Keldrick Coleman couldn't get it to fall.
He's showcasing his talents here the last couple weeks of the season. Go up hard. Blakeney can't connect.
It looked like Blakeney wanted to dunk it there for a second and thought about it midair and missed it. It's all right, though. I've had those moments. Thought about, going to Yaktown, going down on one, and then I say, wait, let me lay it up. I thought about it too much.
I've missed quite a few shots in my basketball career.
That would have put UNCP down by 7 here, but Huckel comes away with the steal. He's got a one-on-one breakaway here. He's going to pull up for 3.
Off the mark. The ball's going to stay with Pembroke, though, as
not a bad shot by Huckel in transition, down by 9. 5 minutes left to go here. Not a bad shot in breakaway, one-on-one especially.
And we got a net tangle here.
It's going to be an inbound underneath the basket here. KJ Cooper's going to pass it in. Heath is driving into the lane. Crossover, fadeaway. That's off.
Off the mark.
UNCP just not shooting well here in this first half. Not shooting well at all.
Not one bit.
UNCP's got to keep it to a single-point deficit here. Can't let them get up by 10 or more. It's not going to look good going into halftime. UNCP back into a man right here.
KJ Cooper strips it out of the wide-open North Georgia player's hand. It's going to stay on their end of the floor.
That was 23 Coleman, Keldrick Coleman there.
15 on the shot clock for the Saints.
Andrew Bennett for North Georgia checks in for Coleman. 4:45 left to go here in the first half. Still a 9-point deficit for the Braves. Eagles on Butler now.
Deep 3 off the mark. KJ Cooper with
Taylor misses it there off the front of the iron.
And here comes Pistol Pete again.
Eagles got
that one.
I'm pretty. Did I call that? I think he'll make the second one because he doesn't miss much. And there he goes in transition. Tyler Eagley hits a big 3 right there.
I think you called it.
26-20 now. 6-point lead here for the Saints. Norman tries to go into the lane. And Andrew Bennett gets fouled. That's going to be on number 35, Taylor Huckel. Tyler Norman drove into the lane, found a wide open Bennett. He got double teamed, found a wide open Andrew Bennett. Bennett went Huckel looked like a lot of ball there on that block, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It might have been a foul.
Might have been.
Bennett's at the charity stripe now. He's going to try to get 2. First shot is in. 27-20 now. Just over 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. In the first half, excuse me. Number 32, John Knowlton's going to check in for the Saints. For number 33, Bernard Rimmer. John Knowlton, the 6'7 center, junior from Warner Robins, Georgia. Warner Robins, they got some serious little league going down there in Warner Robins. And Bennett hits the second. Back to an 8-point lead here for North Georgia, 28-20. Eagley thought about it again there from the wing. Pump fake, kicked it back out to Cooper. Blakeney now up top, back over to Cooper. Huckel now posting up. That's off the back of the iron. Almost gets his own rebound. As John Nolan came away with the rebound for the Saints. Here's Norman now trying to set up the Saints offense. He's looking for Bennett down low. Doesn't get it. Butler now up top. It's got Eagley on him. There's Knowlton. Got Huckel on him now. Good defense by Huckel there. He's got him picked up the ball.
10 seconds left on the.
And that's going to be a quick little foul right there.
Mike Robinson, Brandon Thomas checking into the ball game.
Taylor Huckel and George Blakeney take a seat. 3:21 here left to go in the ball game. 28-20. Neither team not fouling much. North Georgia with 16 fouls, UNCP with 4. And that's going to be a UNCP turnover.
On Tyler Eagley.
It's going to be on Eagley.
Offensive foul. They got him for the push.
I think he was talking about Iowa.
Might have been.
I think that's what he was. He said something about his home state and he had to take care of that.
He gave him a little elbow.
28-20, 8-point lead here for the Saints. 3:01 left to go here in the first half. UNCP's got to end this first half with some momentum, some adrenaline, something here. Big shot from the left side, and
another
Carl Taylor quiets that very quick. Big shot right there by number 14, Carl Taylor, from the right wing now. 31-20, back to an 11-point lead. UNCP's got to get this back into a single number margin here. KJ Cooper looking for the drive. Finds Thomas inside. Off the glass. Just in and out there by Thomas.
Can't keep anything down.
I'm telling you, man, I got a feeling somebody Vaseline these rims. I don't know who would do such thing, but
probably the same people that pulled the fire alarm.
Might have been.
If you had to ask me.
Very well. I think they're just out to sabotage the game tonight.
Might have been.
Here's Anderson looking for somebody. He's got good defense on him by Cooper.
Good defense by Tyler Egley forces
Butler out of bounds right there.
Those big feet, you got to watch where you put them.
Kendall Butler steps on the line. It's going to be a turnover.
2:10 left on the first half clock.
31-20 in favor of the Saints. I think a 3-ball would be nice right about now.
Something along those lines.
Heath is going to be up top. He's going to set up the offense here. He's guarded by Taylor. Finds Cooper on the wing. Back to Thomas. Back over to Heath. Heath on the left wing now. Inside to Robinson. Cooper with the 3-ball. That's short.
Hargrove comes up with a rebound. Oh, and it's stripped away. North Georgia has possession.
Chase Anderson is going to bring the ball up for the Saints here. Looks like the Saints have had about 3 point guards tonight, at least. Carl Taylor pulling it again, confident with his shot. That's off.
Off the mark.
Heath was all in his face on that shot from the corner. Almost a good pass. Gets deflected, turnover though. 31-20. A lot of up and down basketball going on right now. A little bit of sloppy play by both teams. 31-20 here. 1:03 left to go. Let's see what team can end it right here in the first half. Double team on the baseline. Anderson gets it out though. Almost a steal by Thomas. And that's going to be a timeout.
They're going to call Thomas for touching the ball and having his foot on the sideline. So, no change of possession, no change in shot clock. 18 left on the shot clock for North Georgia.
Chase Anderson comes out of the game for the North Georgia Saints. Andrew Bennett almost got a dunk there. Mike Robinson was fronting him, got the lob over top. Bennett had a nice spin move there. Tried to dunk it. Mike Robinson fouls him, though. That's only going to be Robinson's first foul. So all the big men only with 1 foul. So that's definitely a positive to come out of this first half. None of the big guys in foul trouble. UNCP needing all the height they can get tonight. 31-20 here in favor of the Saints. Under a minute left to go. 54.5 seconds. Andrew Bennett is clutch from the free throw line. Hasn't missed one tonight. As number 2, Kendall Butler checks out of the game as Pat Moynihan checks in. Bennett 3 for 3 from the line. But he does miss one. 3 for 4. Offensive board, though. Thomas blocks him. Got to get that defensive board, though, if you're UNCP. 52 seconds now. 12-point lead for the Saints. It's going to be inbounds underneath here.
I think Brandon's pink headband is helping his game so far today.
I think that's what it is.
10 first half points. It's got to be it.
UNCP sitting in the man-to-man defense here on the inbounds. Fresh shot clock for the Saints. Here's Norman now looking for somebody underneath. Good defense. Almost a steal there by Hargrove. Moynihan's going to drive, look inside. That's going to be a quick foul right there.
And they're going to get it on Hargrove.
It's either going to be on Hargrove or Heath. And it's Hargrove.
His second.
Second personal, team 7th. It's going to put North Georgia in the bonus. 32-20, still a 12-point lead. Andrew Bennett's back on the line. Bennett 3 for 4 from the line today. And gets that one. 13-point lead. UNCP may not be able to. Tyler Eagley checking in really quickly there for Hargrove. UNCP may not be able to get this into a single-digit deficit here going into the locker room. Hopefully they can, but it's going to be tough now. 13 points down, 48 seconds left to go.
Nothing 4 threes can't solve.
Bennett misses the second. Rebound Blakeney. Here's Eagley now pushing it up. Over to Heath. Here's Eagley now on the right wing. North Georgia sitting in a high 2-3 here. Heath drives baseline. The left is good, meaning that he is left-handed. I was about to say, wow, what a left hand.
What a left-handed shot from a left-handed guy.
33-22. Shot clock turned off here. 18 seconds left to go. Norman's going to probably get it down to a final shot. Calling an ISO. Everybody clears out. It's going to be one-on-one. Looks like Norman and Brackett. Norman working on Brackett. Drives. And that's going to be a turnover with 4 seconds left to go.
Plenty of time for...
Definitely plenty of time to get the ball up and get a good shot off.
Marcus or Shamel, the quickest on the floor for the Braves.
Brackett, well, Eagley's back there taking the ball out. Maybe they can get him, might do some hustling down the court, though. 3, 2, 1. There's Brackett, and that's off.
Just a little more on it, and it's in.
Pretty good effort right there by Shamel Brackett. As far as the Braves, it looks like an almost lazy first half right there by the Braves. Ben Miller, not a problem. Oh,
Brandon should know better than to do that.
Brandon Thomas definitely should have pulled that shot.
As soon as I say the word turnover, I don't think I should take that out of my basketball game day vocabulary. Don't give the ball to the other team.
That's a good one.
That's a better one.
33-22 here. Early here in the second half here in the English E. Jones Center. Lovely, wonderful Pembroke, North Carolina. Steal right there by Brackett.
Shamel just
couldn't hold on to it.
Good strip, though.
Here's Rimmer. Gives it back off to Norman.
Woo!
Big block right there by Blakeney.
With a big rejection. I'm going to start calling him Dakime.
Rimmer nails a nice little 15-footer there off the baseline.
Not his shot. Nice save by Blakeney and the putback by
Blakeney gets it back after a tough shot right there by Thomas. Thomas not his best shot right there on the 1 foot on the line there. About an 18-footer there for Thomas.
That is a way to keep the ball alive. That could have been goaltending. He's going to slam it down. Is he going?
Oh, and then Heath misses the dunk. UNCP just looking out of rhythm here early, even now in the second half.
Coach Miller calling for a foul.
Heath had a breakaway there, tried to dunk it and missed it, and North Georgia comes right back, and number 14, Carl Taylor, hits a 3 from the corner. Just like that, it's 38-24, 18 and a half left to go.
Not a good start for the
Not
Braves.
what you want if you're UNCP. Brandon Thomas gets the bucket there. I thought he was about to try to bang one, too.
But then he realized he would have done the exact same thing. Smart play by the Braves there.
I think the Braves are momentum dunkers. They dunk when things are going their way.
Yep, and when they're wide open.
Yeah, that helps.
I can tell you one thing, it'll be on their workout chart tomorrow. Squats.
North Georgia trying to set something up here. Taylor out to Butler. Here comes Norman driving baseline and gets the layup off the glass there. 40-26 now in favor of North Georgia. Nice left right there by Brandon Thomas down the lane. 40-28 now in favor of the Saints.
Good pass from Shamel to Brandon for those 2 points.
Brandon Thomas with 14 on the day. Only one personal, so he's good in foul trouble. There's a steal by Blakeney.
Good thing he didn't swat that ball away.
Brackett on the wing now. Pulled back. That's off.
Just off the mark.
When I played, we had a drill called the 100-point drill. You had to make 100 basket or 100 points in 2 minutes. I think that's what they'll be doing tomorrow.
Ooh, sounds tough.
Not fun.
I haven't made 100 points in my intramural career. Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. I'm feeling 6.
Maybe 6.
Hargrove, contested shot there. Butler was on him. Kicks it out to Brackett now. Back to Hargrove up top. Hargrove looking for Thomas down low. Finds Thomas. Back out to Hargrove. Drives into the lane. Fade away. 15-footer off the front of the iron.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Hargrove.
40-28 now. 12-point lead here for the Saints. As Taylor Huckel checks into the game, as well as number 33. Maurice Thorpe.
Maurice, the man with the rec specs.
The rec specs.
He always
240.
This is the young team that didn't show up against Augusta State.
Exactly. This is the opposite right now of what Augusta State saw. Norman's driving to the basket on Brackett, and he gets it to fall.
Gets the shooter's roll.
It's a nice drive. Number 10, Tyler Norman's not afraid to drive on anyone. He'll take it to the basket on you all day.
Very off the. He's got a lot of quick cuts.
Brackett crossover, 15-footer's good there by Shamel Brackett. 42-30, back to a 12-point lead here for the Saints. Can't trade baskets, though. Too late right now to trade baskets with them. UNCP still sitting
I still think they
full-court
should
man.
trade jerseys. Just for a little bit.
The UNCP Saints?
Yeah, why not?
North Georgia Braves? Off the ball screen, and that's going to be a travel right there, number 23.
All he forgot to
Keldrick
do on
Coleman.
that play was book his airplane ticket.
Easy call to make right there. Golly, I just look at that. Ref's huge.
Oh, his pants are poorly tailored, too.
No, that ref is about 6'7". That's a big ref. That's the biggest ref I've ever seen in the Peach Belt. Good gracious. Hargrove driving to the paint. And, almost an and one right there by Brackett. Tell you what, you don't like one of his calls. That's tough luck because you ain't going to do nothing about it. But then again, it kind of evens out because the other ref's about 5'9"?
Yeah, a little bit. And then that guy is he's probably pushing 5'5".
I think intimidating refs are a good thing.
To an extent.
Brackett gets the first there. 42-31. 15:42 left to go here in the ball game. UNCP's got to make a run. I've been saying that now for probably, I don't know how long.
The beginning of the game.
They've got to make a run. They cannot slow down, speed up, slow down. They've got to get some positive productivity
Once
here.
they smell blood, they'll...
They got to injure him to smell blood, though. Right now, they're walking pretty good.
They just need a spark.
Here's Taylor on the wing now. He's guarded by Heath. Coleman's up top. Anderson back out to Coleman now up top. KJ Cooper at the scores table waiting to check in. Rimmer with the baseline. He can nail that baseline jumper right there. Good shot by number 33, Bernard Rimmer. He's got 12 on the day for the Saints. Baseline move by Huckel, and he gets it to fall. That's 4 on the day for Huckel. Huckel, not the biggest guy out there, but definitely strong under the basket and knows how to put the ball in the hoop. 44-34, 10-point lead. UNCP's got it down a little bit here in the second half, but definitely not what Coach Miller wants.
Foul on Maurice Thorpe.
That'll be his first on the day.
Egley and Cooper checking into the ball game.
Bracken and Huckel take. Thomas had a then career high 24 points. Led the whole game. Led both teams in points there. As Coleman misses the first. 44-34 still. Seen a lot of ex-basketball players in the gym tonight.
Yep.
Coleman hits the second now. Back to an 11-point lead here for the Saints. There's Blakeney up top to Cooper now. Cooper gets doubled on the right wing. Gets a screen from Blakeney, though. Cooper baseline to Huckel. Huckel drives. That's off the iron. Smart play right there by Rimmer. The ball goes out of bounds. Tries to save it. Bounces it off Eagley. Smart play by Rimmer. .45-34 here, 14:29 here left in the ball game. KJ Cooper sitting in a full court man here. He's going to be on number 21, Chase Anderson. Seen about 3 point guards from the Saints tonight. Anderson's brought it up. Norman's brought it up. Butler's brought it up. Lob pass inside to Coleman. Eagley's on him off the glass. Eagley comes away with a rebound. So that might be a reach around foul on Coleman. Eagley came down with the rebound there, and Coleman tried to get it back. Got called for the foul. That's Coleman's first team foul, or first personal, team second. He's going to check out on that note. In comes number 40, Andrew Bennett. North Georgia in a 2-3 right now. They do have some height on the floor right now, about a 6'10", 6'9", 6'7" on the floor. Tough screen right there. Ball movement really to get out of the 2-3 if you're UNCP. Heath inside to Blakeney.
Good.
Gets the bucket right there. Nice pass right there inside by Marcus Heath.
That's a way to go up strong by the big man.
Blakeney's first bucket of the day. 45-36 now, back to a 9-point lead. You can't keep trading baskets. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Almost halfway to go. Almost halfway into the second half now. He's looking for Bennett inside. Can't get him. Finds Rimmer, though. That's off right there by Reed Buck. Here's Anderson looking for something. Hands off the Buck now. UNCP's in a man defense.
It's like a defensive mismatch right there. Brandon Thomas guarding the quicker.
Pull up right there by number 33, Bernard Rimmer. And Rimmer came to play tonight. He really did. He's been hitting jump shots.
Gonna have to agree with you.
Every time I see him, he's pulling up. He's got 14, a quiet 14, but he's playing well. Steal right there by UNCP. Eagley anticipated the foul right there, didn't get it. Missed the shot. Definitely expecting some body check right there. It's going to stay with Pembroke, though.
No change of possession, so the shot clock will stay at 20.
KJ Cooper taking it out. Inside to Cooper now. 8-footer off the back of the iron. Here's Rimmer now leading the break. Inside to Bennett. That's high off the glass, and Bennett gets it to fall. Bennett with a nice left hand there down low. 49-36 here. Back to a 13-point lead. Pump fake by Thomas, but he gets it blocked. On the breakaway is Taylor. Rimmer trying to get by Eagley. Fadeaway baseline. Oh, my gosh.
He's throwing up prayers, and they're dropping for him.
The guy can shoot inside the arc. He could probably pull a 3, too. That's right. He did shoot 2 threes at the beginning of the first half. This guy can pull it. UNCP better stick on him now. 51-36.
I think...
Number 11, Pat Moynihan, sitting at the scores table. Waiting to check in for North Georgia. Here's the swing over to Heath with the deep 3-ball. Gets it right there by Marcus Heath.
Maybe that'll get something started for the Braves.
Brackets guard Norman full court here. 51-39. 12-point lead here for the Saints. Norman looking for Butler. He gets him. Butler over to Taylor. Norman inside to Bennett. Nice steal right there. Great hustle by the big guy, number 52, George Blakeney. You love seeing a big guy move like that, getting a steal. Hargrove in the left wing. He gets a screen from from Blakeney. And that's going to be a travel. Good call right there.
I'm going to have to disagree with it.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Nope.
I would think that was a foul.
I mean, he lost his balance.
I'm just showing prejudice here.
Yeah, I agree. That's cool.
Have to do it. That ref was too small to make the call. They should have went to the big guy. He's the replay booth.
Here's Norman up top, setting up the offense for North Georgia. Butler gets a screen from Bennett. Norman looking for Bennett down low. Moynihan swings it back over to Butler now. Here up top. Moynihan looking for Bennett down low. Gets Bennett right side. That's off. Rebound, though, to Butler.
Waiting to get the rebound off the North Georgia miss.
Big shot right there by Brackett. That's in and out. It looked good.
Felt good.
Still 51-39 here. Great. I tell you what, that point guard's he's a heck of a mover. He can really push the ball. There's Heath, and he gets the 3-ball. A nice answer right there by number 30, Marcus Heath. He's got 8 on the day. 10:08 left to go here in the ball game. 53-42, back to an 11-point lead for the Saints. As Butler steps out of bounds.
Good pressure from Hargrove. Cooper's checking back into the ball game. Brackett's going to have a seat.
Turnover for the Saints. Pembroke ball. 53-42, 10 minutes even here left to go in the ball game. Heath waiting to pick the ball up, save a little time. Cooper's about to get double team. He backs off though. And Thomas jumping to pass. That's one of the most hated things you do in basketball, jump to pass. As he overthrows KJ Cooper there. And that's going to be a timeout. Losing to Georgia Southwestern 63-57 here last week in Georgia. So this momentum's got to be just from tonight. They're coming off a loss. They've really came to play here tonight in the English E. Jones Center. 11-point lead here for the Saints, 53-42, 9:30 left to go.
Remember, the Peach Belt tournament only takes the top 8 teams. So North Georgia's looking to stay in that contention here, and we got offensive foul.
Win or go home for the Braves here.
Andrew Bennett picks up the offensive foul, hooking Blakeney.
Number 33, Bernard Rimmer, and number 14, Carl Taylor is going to check into the game for the North Georgia Saints. UNCP's really got to get some production here. Every possession they can. Here's Cooper on the left wing. He gets the screen from Blakeney. Cuts the double team. Drives to the basket. Can't get the shot to fall.
Trying to do too much with too little right now.
Quiet English E. Jones Center right now. Here comes a defensive chant coming up. Something to get these Braves going here. Braves sitting in a man defense here. Can't let Rimmer get open right there. Here's a breakaway for the Braves. Here's Thomas. And Thomas gets the dunk right there on the breakaway.
He took that one to Pound Town.
55-44. Maybe we can get some momentum going here for the Braves. Thomas, he's leading all scorers right now for the Braves with 16 points. North Georgia with 2 players in double digits. Rimmer as well as Bennett, 16 and 12. Here's Norman driving to the basket. Nice left and gets it to fall. Norman's no joke.
He's got the shooter's roll.
That's probably one of the best point guards in the Peach Belt right there. Hargrove with a contested shot. It's in and out.
Blakeney comes up with an offensive rebound. Brandon Thomas cleans up his miss. Call him the Windex man because he's shining glass right now. Don't ask me where I come up with it.
Yeah, you definitely thought that one right then, didn't you? Here's Norman now guarded by Cooper. 57-46. 11-point lead here for the Saints.
And somehow Pembroke's still managing to hang around in the game.
Still hanging around.
Despite the double-digit deficit.
Here's Rimmer from the corner. Do not let him shoot. He gets a shot off. Fortunately, he misses it, though. Norman driving to the basket and off the back iron. Offensive board, though, to Butler. Norman's getting up slow there.
Looks like he might have caught a finger to the eye. Which is fair game unless the ref sees it.
Great steal right there. Another reach-around steal right there by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 2 steals in the post. And Thomas gets fouled pretty hard there on the breakaway. Gets punished, heads to the floor, but a little sportsmanship right there by Butler. But Butler helps him up off the floor.
I wonder if those other 2 refs ever catch any short jokes.
By a player? No.
By the bigger.
By the Shrek-looking referee? Probably.
The Shrek referee.
The Shrekery.
The Shrekery.
Thorpe and Huckel at the scores table. Thomas can't get the first one to fall. Blakeney's going to check out as well. Oh, looks like Huckel's going to get the shooter. Huckel's going to get Thomas, so he's going to wait on this.
Which is a curious situation because
Bennett checks out as well.
He does have 18 points.
Maybe it's to let him rest for a minute and come back in and just have the final run. Next home game for the Braves is going to be Saturday, February 27th against Flagler here at the English E. Jones Center. Put that on your calendar. That's going to be a good one. Flagler, a very skilled basketball team. Drive right there. There's Coleman from the wing, and he gets it. Tell you what, that spot down there in that bottom right corner, a lot of players been shooting there. That's going to be an offensive foul on Thorpe. Thorpe trying to post up down low. A little too much body action. He
backed it up a little too hard.
Thorpe pushes Coleman down, and he gets an offensive called. Reed Buck checks into the ball game, 6'5" freshman for North Georgia. 6:44 left to go in the ball game. 59-46 in favor of North Georgia here. Say it once, I'll say it again. Got to get something going here to the Braves. Can't be taking your time. Great leaning bucket right there by number 33, Bernard Rimmer. Rimmer playing very well. He's got 11, or excuse me, he's got 16.
Hargrove lost the handle on it.
Here's your breakaway. Inside to Buck. Hukel comes away with the rebound, though. Almost catches a line, stays in bounds. 61-46 here, 15-point lead, 6 minutes left on the clock. Hukel gets a pump fake.
Thorpe can hit the turnaround hook. And North Georgia's going to take a timeout.
Coach Chris Faulkner of the Saints is going to take a full timeout
with just about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game.
5:42 left to go in the ball game. Braves looking to cool down right here, it looks like. There's Taylor on the left wing, guarded by Heath. UNCP sitting in a man defense here. Gets it inside to Coleman. Hukel's on him.
Blakeney said, "No, sir."
Coleman gets a great contest right there by George Blakeney, the big guy for UNCP. Blakeney, a big fella, sitting about 6'9", 6'10", a freshman from Tarboro, North Carolina. He's a big guy.
Win or lose, I think one thing Pembroke can take away from this season is that they're going to get better.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one way to go, and that's up.
I agree.
For this team.
A lot of young guys on the team, a lot of growing left to do, a lot of potential. Inside to Blakeney now. He gets the bucket.
And you can almost make a case for this being a very successful season.
You really could. You really could.
Because they did, match or win the most games they have in quite a while this season.
Quite a while. Ben Miller, second year here at UNCP. So far, UNCP's winning 8 games on the year so far, 4 in conference. 8 last time UNCP, I'm not going to lie, we didn't win 8 games when I played. I'm not going to lie to you. A couple subs come in for North Georgia here, 61-48, 4:40 left to go in the ball game. Ben Miller's going to get some recruits in here and really have a talented squad. And another shot right there by Bernard Rimmer, number 33.
That high arc has not missed very often. That's who you don't want dribbling the ball.
Hukel with the 17-footer gets it to fall. 4:17 left to go in the ball game. Ben Miller wants a quick 30-second timeout here. 6:17 left to go in the ball game. UNCP going to put on a full court press here. Buck gets it to Norman now. Norman pushing it up. And that's going to be a quick foul on Heath. A little,
silly foul. Didn't need that.
Little hip check right there by Marcus Heath. But they got fouls to give. Every player on the floor right now for UNCP has 1 foul. 4 minutes left to go in the game, and we got people on the floor all in with 1 foul. You don't see that a lot from UNCP. UNCP a scrappy. UNCP a scrappy team.
Good call by Brandon Thomas there.
Brandon Thomas, 4:04 left to go in the ball game. Brackets underneath here on the inbounds. Finds Heath. Glass got it. That puts Marcus Heath there in double digits. He's got 10. Brandon Thomas with 18. 3 players in double digits for the Saints. Norman, Taylor, Rimmer, 4, as well as Bennett.
If they can keep number 10 and 33 from scoring.
Tell you what, number 10, their point guard, Tyler Norman, he can just take the ball to the basket. And he's not scared of anybody. He took it on Blakeney earlier. He's not afraid at all. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best point guards in the Peach Belt right now. Finds Taylor on the wing inside to Bennett. Here's Bennett on Blakeney. That's off.
Good contest by Blakeney. Bit aggressive there by Huckel. Picks up a foul.
His second personal. He's got him to give. 3:21 here left in the ball game. He's out of bounds here by Butler. Butler, a role player for the Saints today. Only 2 points, but playing very well defensively. It's an off shot right there by Bennett. Huckel comes away with the rebound. Heath with the crossover. Here's Brackett now on the right wing. Gets a screen from Blakeney. Over to Huckel from the corner. Pump fake. And they're saying that Huckel left the ground on the pump fake and tried to dribble again. I don't know. That was close. Looks like 1 foot might have been up, 1 foot down, but they're not going to give it to him. Number 24, Reed Buck, checks into the game for the Saints for Butler. And Hargrove's going to check in for Huckel. As well as KJ Cooper checking in as well. He's going to get Brackett. 3:05 left to go in the ball game. UNCP's narrowed it back to an 11-point lead, but it's been 11, 13, 15, 13, 11, 9 the whole game. They haven't got it to, I think, 8. Is it 8? They haven't got it 9. I think it's the closest they've got it. Maya had 7 in the first half, but North Georgia's been in the lead here majority of the game.
Still a ball game, though.
Yeah, 2:48 here to go, down by 11. Still a ball game. It's a little mismatch here. Norman out with Brandon Thomas on the perimeter. He's going to take Thomas to the basket. It's off, though. Bennett tries to clean it up. He misses. They've got numbers here, UNCP. Here's Cooper to the basket. Nice pass right there
behind
by Cooper.
The back pass
By KJ Cooper to Thomas. Thomas got 20, leading all scorers with 20 points.
He's just trying to match the performance by the Lady Braves, Brianna Stanton, scoring 30.
Wow.
Yeah. Impressive.
Here's Reed Buck now on the corner. He's got Heath on him, a very good defender. Taylor over to Norman. Norman looking for Rimmer in the paint. Can't find him.
7 on the shot clock. Fires a 3.
Big
Yeah.
shot right there by number 14, Carl Taylor. He's had about 2 or 3 balls today. He's got 14.
KJ Cooper just throws it out of the reach of George Blakeney.
Looking for the lob there. Blakeney, a big guy, but not the highest jumper on the floor.
No. To be 6'8", he's got a 15-inch vertical. Sort of like me, but I'm 6 foot tall.
A little difference there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a media timeout here.
Well, I think Coach Miller took that timeout.
Did he?
Yeah.
Full court man here by UNCP. Norman looking for somebody.
And they're going to get Heath with a foul.
Both refs. Shrekery as well as Pesci makes the call. You got to have fun, you know.
And Danny DeVito's just back here lounging. I'm going to get him a cocktail and a lounge chair.
Oh, man. Which one of that Schwarzenegger was in the Twins? Was that Pesci or DeVito?
That was DeVito.
That was DeVito?
Yep.
Schwarzenegger and Pesci, DeVito, the Twins on the floor.
Oh, and Marcus, he tips the ball to Brandon Thomas on the steal, and Brandon Thomas completely overthrows him. Silly foul, or silly turnovers like that are costly for the Braves this season.
Number 2, Kendall Butler checks in for number 24, Reed Buck. Number 24, Reed Buck from Lawrenceville, Georgia. You can't get a more Georgian name than that.
What was that?
Number 24, Reed Buck.
Reed
you either
Buck.
got to be from Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, or Georgia to have that name. You really do.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I mean, how many Cali boys or New York kids, named Reed Buck?
I don't know.
Here's Brackett into the lane. Rebound by Hargrove, though. He's down there with some big fellas. He's going to get to the line, though. Hargrove sitting in about 6 foot tall, but plays like he's 6'7". Short and stocky fella. A foul's going to be on Kendall Butler, number 2. That's his second personal, team's 5th. Neither team in the bonus, UNCP with 16 fouls. North Georgia with 5. See if Hargrove
One
can
thing
knock these down.
I just realized was Pembroke's missing a big key of their
They're missing
their
some
offense.
free throws today, too. I've noticed.
Nate Priest is on the sidelines with an injury.
He is.
I saw him on crutches just a second ago.
That's not good.
But he didn't even warm up, so.
Priest, a big post presence for UNCP. Hopefully he'll be back by the end of the season here. Priest, a very explosive white boy, I like to call him.
Explosive white boy.
That's Gold over here with their shirts off. I haven't heard them lately.
Cooper almost comes up with a steal.
Ooh, steal right there by...
Nice pass and nice lay-in by KJ Cooper.
Quick 2 points right there by the
1:15 left in the game clock.
Tough, hard foul right there by Brackett, but he helps him up.
That might put them on the line for the 1-1.
It will. 7 fouls for UNCP. North Georgia will be in the bonus. 1-1 from here on out. Well, the only positive I can take away from today's game is foul trouble. They've done well not fouling, but they've let a lot of shots go up. So maybe they should have fouled more. Maybe. Blakeney checks into the game for Hargrove. That might be all for Hargrove today. 1:12 left to go. Number 21, Chase Anderson at the line. His first trip to the line today.
And he gets a shooter's roll.
Gets the friendly roll there.
Christmas came late for him.
10-point lead here for the Saints. Substitution coming in. Number 23, Keldrick Coleman is going to check into the ball game for North Georgia, as well as number 2, Kendall Butler. Butler is going to get Anderson, and Coleman will get Bennett. 11-point lead back again for the Saints. 68-57, 1:12 left to go. UNCP pushing it very quickly. Coast to coast is Cooper.
Nice reverse lay-in there.
68-59 there by Cooper. He gets it inbounds to Norman. North Georgia doing a good job getting out of that press. Taylor's going to take it all the way, passes it to Bennett, out to Anderson. They're going to use every second of that 20-second shot clock on the clock right now.
He's going to pick up his 3rd personal foul. 8th team.
Number 14, Carl Taylor at the stripe. He's going to try to get 2 here. 68-59, 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. I'm telling you, they need to put in Tyler Maravich and pop off about 3 or 4 threes right here.
I think he was having some cramp issues.
Was he?
I saw him get stretched out a little bit ago. Maybe a hip
flexor.
Hip flexor.
He hit both of them. Taylor does. As Keldrick Coleman checks into the ball game for Andrew Bennett. Size checking in for size right there. 2 big fellas. Here's Cooper now trying to take it again down the paint. There's Marcus Heath with a deep 3 and nails it. That was a good 5 feet beyond the line.
That was NBA range.
That may be JJ-esque.
Oh,
wow, what a play right there. That one bounces. Looks like
that was a surprise.
Butler lost control of it. It bounced off of Blakeney's chest, back into Butler's hand, and he kept dribbling. You don't see that every day.
Circus Olay.
I would do the Harlem Globetrotter whistle, but it might not sound right through the microphone, so I'm not going to try it.
Might hurt the viewer and audience's sound.
I don't think it'll hurt the viewer. Maybe the listener.
The listener, whatever you want to say. You say tomato, I say tomato.
70-62 here. UNCP's got it down to 8 points rather quickly here. .6 left to go in the ball game. Norman makes the first end of that 1-1. Norman, a pretty good point guard here for North Georgia. 12 points on the day, make it 13 points on the day. So at least 4 or 5 players in double digits. A lot of well-rounded, even scoring. Just a great display today by the Saints. Well-rounded offense. Hail Mary right there. And that was a pretty hard dunk. Hail Mary pass right there over the top. Blakeney didn't get back in time, and Rimmer got a hold of it, caught it, went up, dunked, and about brought down the goal. Our system being one of the only, there's not many in the Peach Belt that still hang from the ceiling. A lot of them, they wheel out now. That one, he about brought down.
I heard an interesting fact. We were actually talking about this.
I told you that about the Cameron Indoor. Cameron Indoor of the ACC, Duke. They're the only one of the only D1 schools in the nation that still have goals that hang from the ceiling. Next time you watch a Duke game, you can notice that. 24.2 seconds left to go, 75-64 after a ridiculous dunk right there by number 33, Keldrick Coleman. About brought down the rafter right there.
This gym hasn't seen anything like that since the last time I dunked.
No, I still didn't see it. I don't think I saw it.
I'm still working on the rim.
The whole rim part.
Got to touch it first.
Norman hits the first into that 1-and-1. That's 14 on the day for Norman, trying to make it 15 here. 12-point lead here for the Saints. 24 seconds left to go, and gets it. 77-64. 24 seconds left to go. That may be all she wrote here tonight in the English E. Jones Center. Brackett's going to pull up.
He's going to get the foul, so he's going to shoot 3. Wow, heard that up here.
That was a foul though. Why, if you're the point guard, why are you trying to foul? You're up by 12. Just let him shoot. Come on, Norman. I've been talking about you all game, talking about how good of a point guard you are, and you're on foul a 3-point shooter up by 13.
I was referring to the deep voice of
Shrekery. Shrekery, yeah, I heard him too.
I heard him tell a scores table.
The listeners might have heard that, actually.
You might have.
77-65, make it 77-66. 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Brackett's going to get a third one here off the 3-ball attempt. Double substitutions coming in here for North Georgia as Brackett gets the third one. Number 11, Pat Moynihan, and number 21, Chase Anderson, check in for Coleman and Butler.
20.2 on the game clock.
10-point lead here for North Georgia.
Thomas is going to pick up his second foul.
Amazing. Wow. Do you realize you just said Thomas picking up his second foul, 19 seconds left to go in the game? That may be a first this season. Thomas is a great player, great post player, really hustles out there, but he has a tendency to get in foul trouble very early. Not tonight. Here's Renner. He misses the front end of that off the front of the iron. North Georgia now in the double bonus. 10 team fouls for UNCP, only 6 for North Georgia. 10-point lead here, 19 seconds to go, making an 11-point lead now. Renner with 22 points on the day, leading the Saints.
And Thomas, for good measure,
cleans that one up. 78-69, 8 seconds to go, and that's going to be all she wrote here tonight at the English E. Jones Center here in amazing Pembroke, North Carolina. That's going to be it. Final score, 78-69. North Georgia Saints walk away with a victory. It's Thomas's second or third block this game. George Blakeney now into the game for the Braves as Mike Robinson checks out. Here's Robinson underneath, trying to find somebody for the Patriots. He finds Anderson up top now. Blakeney's on him. Looks like almost a mismatch there, but Anderson shoots it. Rebound there, Francis Marion. Here's Robinson. That's off the front of the rim. Francis Marion getting a lot of offensive boards. That one's off. Finally, Brackett gets a rebound. They've got a slight breakaway, but he holds it back and gives it to Heath now. Heath's got to hold on to the ball here. You got 35-second shot clock. 1:37 left to go in the ball game. Coach Miller wants a 30-second timeout here. Kalen Anderson was actually 0 for 1 in the first half from the arc. A high defense here put on, high man-to-man defense put on here by UNCP, or excuse me, by Francis Marion. And like I said, careless passing right there, trying to rush their passes. Brandon Thomas, the veteran, trying to slow Brackett down, saying, hey, man, we're ahead. Let's calm down here. Let them foul us. So what? Thomas on the squad. This is going to be his 5th year, redshirted as a freshman. Actually, redshirted with me, actually. A very gritty, very hard-fought player here. Here's KJ Cooper now taking it out. He finds Heath up top. 81-72 here, just over a minute left to go here in the ballgame. See how Francis Marion tries to get some points here on the board. As Brackett shoots a deep one with the shot clock winding down. It's off. That's going to be a foul on Thomas. That's Thomas's 4th personal, team's 10th. That's going to put Francis Marion, that's going to put UNCP in the double bonus. Or excuse me, Francis Marion in the double bonus now. Number 3, Edward Gulati now on the line, shooting 2. Hits the first. Gulati's first time to the free throw stripe today. And he misses the first one, or excuse me, second one off the front of the iron. Here's Brackett, and Brackett gets the dunk. Jamel Brackett, the young freshman, playing up to a senior level here, playing very well. Careless pass by Francis Marion, and this crowd is hype right now. Under a minute left to go, 10-point lead. And Francis Marion, Coach Gary Edwards is not liking what he's seeing here. The momentum has 100% completely shifted. So here's KJ Cooper now taking it out. 55.7 seconds left to go in the ballgame. Brackett uses the in and out move, gets the baseline. .46.5 seconds to go now. Still a 10-point lead for UNCP. KJ Cooper taking it out, finds Heath. Heath inside to Thomas. Thomas holding on to it. He's going to go to the stripe. It might be all she wrote here for the Francis Marion Patriots here in the English Sheet Jones Center. Playing very well coming into this game, but looks like the Braves have stopped them very well here at the English Sheet Jones Center tonight. Number 42, David Turner, is going to check back into the game. As well as number 23, Mike Candelaria. Here's Brandon Thomas at the line. Hit the first. And off on the second, though. 11-point lead here for the Braves. Here's Anderson trying to push it, get some easy points. He gets the dunk down the middle of the lane. 84-75 now, 9-point lead with 36 seconds left to go. Underneath the basket here. Full court press put on by Francis Marion. They're going to try to foul quick, looks like. Ooh, nice pump fake right there. And that's going to be an easy flagrant. Mike Candelaria not letting it go down like that for Francis Marion. Fouls Brandon Thomas hard on the breakaway. Thomas looks like he's about to throw it down. And that's going to be a tech called on Candelaria. Big lead here for UNCP, 84-75, almost a lost cause here for the Francis Marion Patriots. As Thomas hits the first, back to a 10-point lead here for the Braves, 85-75, 30.5 seconds left to go. UNCP has done a very good job of keeping this to a 10-point lead here as Thomas misses the second one. They've kept it to around an 8, 9, 10-point lead here for about the last 2 minutes. KJ Cooper now underneath. Gets an easy bucket there to Marcus Heath. Great cut by Heath. Here's Robinson now. There's Julius out of the corner. He gets the bucket. Nice shot right there out of the corner by Julius. Both players fall down there. That looked like it was Julius and Hargrove ran into each other. Hargrove's going to go to the line now. 20 seconds left to go. 87-78. UNCP on top. That's going to be, like I said, on number 5, Bryant Julius. That's his second personal. Julius leading the Patriots tonight with 23 points. Julius, a very tough offensive player. Here's Hargrove now on the line. Hargrove hit the first one now, 88-78, and hits the second. 89-78 now, 20 seconds left to go. Might be all she wrote here for Francis Marion. Here's Robinson trying to get to the bucket. Ooh, wow. Wow, Edward Gulati gets up with a serious putback right there. God, wow, he was over the rim. That was ridiculous. Too little, too late, though, for Francis Marion, 89-80. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 89-80 is going to be your final score. UNCP gets...
UNCPembroke increased his second personal, team's fifth, and the game was very 5 minute penalty.